Hey guys, so this is about relationships. I have had my fair share of relationships. Not like a lot, but just the mix. Good, shitty, great, yeah, all the above. So I'd have to say, I think the first guy I had a crush on was probably like third grade, when I was 8 years old. I think that was about right. And I hung out with him for a while, and we were kind of like the little kid boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing. And then I thought this other guy that was friends with the guy that I've known since he was 2. Um, if you know what I'm talking about, it's from the other video. Anyways, I was like had a crush on his friend, and that didn't turn into anything. So I really didn't have an actual legitimate boyfriend until I was 14, freshman year. And that guy was, I think, proper word, more experienced than me. I dated him first for like a day, and I was like, you know what, I really want a boyfriend, so I decided to date him again, and that ended up a week. And the reason I dumped him the second time was because our first date we went to a movie, and in the movie theater he stuck his hand down the front of my shirt and was like fondling my boobs. I'm like, dude, no. I mean, nowadays I know that's kind of like the thing, but I'm kind of old school, so I was not comfortable with a dude touching my boobs, especially a guy I like had just been dating. So then after that, I waited a while, and I dated another guy for 2 months, and he was someone that I just met on my school bus going to school. We went to school together, and I only saw him. He was the kind of guy he was a shy guy. The first one was the pervert, like the pervert, more, not really pervert, but the more experienced, somebody that you shouldn't be with until later on kind of guy, or if at all. And then I had the shy guy, and I dated him for 2 months. Never went to his house, never went on a date, I don't think he ever kissed me. I think we just held hands. That's like it, and hugged, and that's it. So then, I think it was December 2009, I want to say. No, December 2008. That was when... Stop, Hayden. Sorry, that's my son. When my life changed. I met a guy. He had just broken up with his girlfriend, and I was his rebound. Straight out rebound. I didn't know that at the time. He asked me out. We started dating, and I thought, I really started to develop feelings for this guy, because like I said, 14. I just turned 15 in December. Never been in a relationship like that was serious, so I was getting feelings for this guy. And then it was in January, early January, when he decided he wanted to go out with his ex, and that was the whole reason he was with me, was to make her jealous. And it worked. So he told me, well, we can still be together, but basically I was somebody's side chick. Like, he was going to be with her, but he would be with me too, but I was a side chick. I told him, I'm not comfortable with that, straight out, it's me or her, I don't roll that way. And we went through that a lot, because he always wanted me to be the side chick. So then the guy that his ex was dating, that, she left him for, he ruined my life for 3 years. I ended up dating him, and that was the worst mistake I think I have ever made in my life. And I'm not even kidding you. He was the woman-beating, degrade you, tear you down piece of shit. And I'm not even kidding you. This dude took advantage of me. He made me give him a blowjob. It made me give him a blowjob all the time. He never wanted to have, like, when I turned 16, because I was with him when I was 15, I think it was when I turned 16, almost 17, that I decided I was ready to have sex. 14, don't want to be touched on the boobs, and then a couple years later, I'm like, boom, ready to have sex. But anyways, I had been with him for, I think at that time, 2 years, and I was like, you know what, we've been together long enough, we should be able to do something, I mean, 2 years is serious enough, you would think, serious enough to have sex with somebody. So I kept bringing it up to him, and he never wanted to. He always would tell me about the chick up the street from his house that he banged, and he never even, like, he'd make me give him blowjobs, but then he wouldn't, you know, eat me out. And I'm like, why? And he's like, oh, because the chick up the street, I did to her, and she was all sweaty and nasty, and I didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. And so he would always have me dry hump him. Literally dry hump. Okay? And so, like I said, one day he did hit me. I don't even know what the issue was. I was just playing around with him, and I tapped his cheek, you know, kind of like a kind of thing, and he took it wrong, and he straight out slapped me across the face. And then he pinned me down on my bed, both my arms pinned back. I could not move, and I thought at first he was joking, and then I wasn't even looking at him in the face. I was looking down and kind of around the room, and then when I made eye contact with him, it was so scary. If you ever get in a situation like that, you need, once he lets you go, you know, you need to fight, or just either fight or just lay there. But when you get free, you need to leave, find a safe place, and never go to that dude again, because that is not right. No man should ever do that to you. So after that, I was pissing for a while. I mean, I went to talking to the ex. Coincidentally, I wanted me to be the side chick, and I told him a little bit about it, but ended up staying with the idiot for another year. Like I said, this dude, you know, he would grade me, yell at me. Like I said, he did hit me. He was a loser. He didn't even have a car. He rode a bike everywhere. I mean, just a worthless dude. I mean, never even told me that I was pretty. Never nothing. I mean, he wouldn't even text me. And his excuse was he had a prepaid phone that he put minutes on, and he's like, oh, well, I can't text you because I don't want to lose my minutes. Dude, who cares about minutes? If you care about somebody, you're going to text them and call them, you know, you're going to want to know how they're doing and everything. So, I decided, I will admit, I did cheat on him a couple times with the ex. I wanted to be the side chick only because I wanted out for so long, and I couldn't get the strength to leave until, I want to say March 2011 was when I finally left. And I left him for a dude who took my virginity, and he was the dude that was the bisexual, take advantage of you, you know, take what they want and use you for a booty call, and that's it. But before him, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. So in the middle of me dating the dude for 3 years, we took a break a couple of times, and I dated 2 different dudes. One dude I dated for a day, and he would have been kind of not out of my league, but take advantage of you because he's more experienced kind of dude too. And before him, there was this other guy who was really sweet, super, super sensitive, but he had too many problems. He was the bad boy for sure. He went to a continuation school, and one day we were standing out in front of my neighborhood, and a car drove past us, stopped, somebody came out, ran down the street, punched him in the face, took off, came down, pushed me out of the way, punched him in the face, and took off. And I straight up told the dude, you know, we ended up having to call the cops for that and everything, and I told him, I was like, you know what, I care about you, but I'm afraid for my safety. I'm afraid I'm going to be walking with you down the street somewhere, and somebody you have problems with is going to come and try to shoot you or stab you, and they're going to get me, and I'm going to die. And I can't do that. So he was a little mad. He broke my heart, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you know, dude, it's my safety, and I can't risk it. So anyways, March 2011, some dude messaged me, text messaged me on my phone, thinking I was my niece, and he wanted to he was trying to hit her up. So we started talking. I went to his house, and he took my virginity, and I was like, you know what, I want to date you, because automatically feelings develop, which, you know what, if you're a virgin, you know, I know sex, I'll be the first to tell you, sex is so awesome, but you know what, save it for somebody you really care about, not somebody, stop, Hayden, that will take your virginity and dump you 2 months later for absolutely no reason. Hayden! I dated the dude for 2 months. He proposed to me, okay? He told me he went out and bought me a ring, a $200 ring, and he proposed to me in front of his mom, and literally that ring turned my finger green. It was a $10 Walmart ring, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but come on. A fake ring, I mean, not cool. Anyway, I had people telling me he was gay and blah blah blah, which I always thought he was gay, but then turned out, I guess he's kind of bisexual, which is cool. I mean, I didn't have a problem with him being gay, but I never thought that, in a million years he'd want to be with me. So I really started getting feelings for him. I mean, he started going to applying for the army. He had proposed to me. He wanted to go into the army, and he wanted to get married, and he wanted to try to have kids. And, I was excited about that, because like I said, I really cared about him. Hold on, Hayden. And, so it's out of the blue again, he just dumped me. He dumped me over a text message. And I said, no explanation. Not even a reason, And then, he had broken up with me once before. I don't even know. I don't remember why, but I took off my ring and I gave it to him. I kind of tossed it out and I was like, well, here, when you figure out what you want, hit me up. And he told me to leave. And he's like, well, if you hadn't done that, I would let you come back tonight. But now you're going to be gone a couple days. He would be the type of person that probably would hit a woman too. Has extreme anger issues. I cared about that dude. And I told him, I was like, I've been here for you. I've stayed up all night with you. And you've been going through your episodes and you say that you see people and then someone's coming after you and you're just going crazy. And I'm the one here for you, and then you're going to do this to me. So, he dumped me. But after that, it was amazing because I started talking to a couple different guys on dating sites. And let me tell you what, if you don't believe in dating sites, trust me, you should give it a try. Because I went on one, it was called Flirtomatic, and I met this guy. I searched army guys, because the guy that took my virginity was trying to go in the army and kind of made me like army guys. Well, I found someone, I was talking to him, and he had a girlfriend, and so he didn't know how to tell me, and he gave my number to my now current husband. And we started talking, and it was just magic. The first time I heard his voice, he made me laugh and smile, and like one of the first nights we talked for like 3 hours straight on the phone, and I just like poured out my whole life story to him, and it's like I had known him for years, and that's how that's the one. I'm sorry this video is so long, but it's just, I want you guys to know what, you have fucked up relationships, but if something happens where they put their hands on you, or anything like that, you need to get out. It's hard, I know. Lucky for me, I only got hit, I didn't get molested per se, or raped, but you know what, it could have happened, and luckily it didn't, and I'm so thankful for how things turned out, because now I'm married, and I've been married for almost 3 years. I've been together with this guy, my current husband, for almost 5 years, married for 3, together for almost 5. We have 2 beautiful children, and we're trying for our 3rd, and, miracles happen, dreams do come true, and you need to do what you need to do and find that one, because I guarantee you, they're out there. Don't give up. Just because you have a shitty relationship, get out of it. Doesn't mean you can't find something better, I'm the type of person that I believe in trying to work things out, but if you can't, just leave. It's not even worth it, it's not. Just leave, because there's someone better out there just waiting for you. So, yeah, sorry this video is so long. Just kind of feeling it today, kind of want to put my heart out there, so. Alright, thank you guys so much for listening. Stay tuned for more videos.